seamless it is to work with Notion. I'll run it again. You connect with Notion, you input your email address, and based on the information, based on your email and your database is already in Notion, it would give it access to some files, some pages on Notion you want it to access. Oh, my password. Of course. Yeah, it's logged in now. And you can select pages that you want it to access. I don't have bad habits, but I'll still select this one. And I'm currently doing a course, and I'll allow access to it. When, an error occurred, don't mind that error. If the error had not occurred, if the error had not occurred, we'll be moving straight, seamlessly, to this. This event name is the name that the app the page on your Notion would be called. So let's call it, it's not bad if I call it a wedding. Let's say a friend's wedding or mine. So we could call, wedding should last like 9 hours. Right? Oh, sorry, Nigerian wedding. Let's make it 1.5 hours. No, 1 hour. And we could describe it to suit our tastes. Any extent in Toronto, the reception is in the Bermuda. But it describes it at any length. ChatGPT would, sorry, not ChatGPT, the best AI we'll be using would ask for more details if it needs. But if you don't want, if you feel the details are enough, you could bypass that part. So I need suggestions. How can I describe my ideal? Jollof, rice, drinks. I like to drink, like soft drinks. Sorry. What else? Pastor, of course. There will be a pastor in the service. And different things. Well, it's at this point. Yeah. Basics. You book venue, and depending on whether you like the task or you actually want to do the task, you keep or discard. If you keep it, it would go to a project planner on your Notion. If you discard it, it doesn't go there. So we keep send invites. I will invite them and order food. No, we'll fast that day. Because of amount of time. Any questions?
Can you show us
how it looks in Notion? Fortunately, let's open Notion and see how it looks. Because we signed into my account, it's supposed to be a new page on Notion. It's supposed to be a new table page. a new table page that has access. But the perk of it is that instead of you figuring out what to what to do, essentially, what you would do would be listed out for you on our website and imported seamlessly for you to Notion. Yes.
I don't think you guys mentioned you guys' names. I don't know. Some
Oh,
people
that's
don't know who
cool.
you guys are. So, like,
Oh, our names.
yeah,
I mean, the
introduction.
product is more. No, sorry, let me not say wrong. I'm Uchechiku Ali.
Yeah, I'm Holy Ajay.
Holy boy.
I'm King. Stop. I'm King.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
First, y'all mentioned using the Notion API and some generative AI. Was there any interaction between the two? And if so, how did you get it to interact correctly?
The basic interaction was not between OpenAI and Notion. It was between OpenAI and our page, and then our page and Notion. How we got it to connect is that we used API keys for OpenAPI and made requests. As in, after you input your details, you make requests to OpenAI, and that will be after you have logged in. Before logging in, by the time you are logging in, that's when we use Notion's keys to get access to the user's Notion app itself, but not. I mean, the user would allow us some pages we can get access. Any question? It seems we are done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's it.
Hi everybody, we're Team 2 and we're Team Sonic Pages and we're here to show you our app here today. This is our team. I'm Oyinamola Balogun.
Maju Ajala. Gideon Sami. Marvel Sami.
So our idea today is Sonic Pages. We actually researched before we actually started our idea, and we saw Notion's AI, we saw Notion's API, we tried to integrate them. But we actually came up with an idea. We couldn't work on it because we noticed that Notion's AI has done a lot. Notion has taken the time to use their engineers to create a very seamless workspace for you as a user of Notion. You could go to their AI type stuff, get it directly, export it. And we decided to actually use Notion as a back end for our application. And how we use at the back end, use it
As a database.
exactly for information, and you're also able to extract to your Notion after. So basically, our challenge is that there's accessibility and efficiency in information consumption. We have a lot of PDFs, hard to process on the go, time consuming to sit down and read, a lot of material. It lacks intuitive tools to bridge accessibility gaps. And basically, organizations also struggle to maintain streamlined workflow for document-based tasks. So we thought, what if you could transform dense reading into seamless listening? We thought of Sonic Pages as our solution here today. Sonic Pages is audio-powered PDFs with enhanced workflow integration. Basically, we make your PDFs into audio, and you are allowed to listen to it on the go. Sonic Pages converts PDFs into spoken audio with customizable voice settings. We allow built-in navigation and playback controls for a smooth experience. The role of Notion in our app. Notion stores metadata about uploaded PDFs, such as file titles, durations, audio settings, and completion status. We also use it to log the reading process and automatically update it in Notion. We also have team of personalized dashboards in Notion to provide an overview of documents in progress and completed reading tasks. Users will be able to share documents, audio logs or progress directly shared via Notion Pages. Actually, the collaboration features are to be
like feature things to be
to
like to do
exactly
commented out to do.
So these are part of the plan where our MVP won't actually deal with the first two, but that is also part of our product to be brought out. How it works. Basically, you upload a PDF to Sonic Pages. You choose a voice and the playback options and start listening and control playback. Our tech stack, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We also use web speech AI for text to speech. We use PDF.js for rendering and processing. We use Notion API, and we also have an offline capability.
On mobile devices.
Exactly. On mobile devices. Demo.
Like I think the first demo should be on mobile. I don't know, you guys probably won't be able to see this. But on mobile, anyway, why we do that? Actually, it also works on mobile. It has a mobile application, and it works offline. The mobile application is mostly used for offline reading. If I were to upload, a book, any book, like the one I read. Yeah, like I picked Ghost in the Wires by one of the greatest hackers of all time. So yeah, it continues from wherever you stopped in Ghost in the Wires. So my current page is 68. And if I play it out, you actually hear it here. Then you can select the voice via a drop-down menu based on available voices. Also, the voices can be in the feature. It varies by language. So that's all for the mobile side.
We would like to show you the demo on the laptop actually for technical difficulties. Notion team, that's not Notion/Grambling team, that's not us. So we're addressing technical difficulties right now.
Calm down. They don't go judge you for that.
So let's just show them directly on the laptop.
Yeah, so it's almost there. Couldn't finish the UI in time. So, but look at why I kept the sign-in button. So you sign in with any available something.
Judge is doing just you. Some people are giving us the gifts. All of you like this.
So sign in, you process, then you add the book.
It's your laptop, bro.
I actually don't have an HDMI port. Then add book.
It's the board, not us. I'm not giving you money. Face the board.
Actually,
Then I can pick.
busy very judge.
I pick this book, Android programming course. You can take it.
He wants us to see his projects as well.
So, hey everyone. The name of our application is MissDiagnosis AI, as you can see. And yeah, let's begin. My name is Oluwatomiloba Onosani.
I'm Ebenezer Kubnakwa.
I'm Nabo Roberts.
I'm Joined Wonka.
And we are the team behind MissDiagnosis AI. So our problem statement, let me walk you through this. I come from Nigeria, and back in Nigeria when the COVID-19 hits, there were some cases where doctors misdiagnosed patients who had COVID-19, but gave them as patients who had malaria. Now, I don't know about you, but a doctor treating someone with COVID-19 as someone that has malaria, it's quite dangerous to the patient's health. So this brought about the development of MissDiagnosis AI. Now, as you can see, the problem is high rate of misdiagnosis, decreased productivity from the doctor's parts, and wastage of time. Because when doctors have to revisit cases all the time, due to misdiagnosis, it creates a wastage of time, and that wastage of time brings about decreased productivity. Now, our solution is an application, and what the application does is that it takes the diagnosis of doctors, it scans it, and it brings out the correct diagnosis. So if a doctor actually misdiagnosed a patient, it scans the various patient reports and brings out the correct diagnosis that it should have brought out. And how it works. Okay, so the doctor takes in or imputes the patient's data into the application, then the application scans it, goes through it, it matches it with other similar documentations, and it decides the correct diagnosis. So if the doctor is wrong, it shows it, and if the doctor is right, it shows it as well. And then doctors can also share reports with other doctors in their field. So to encourage collaboration, to foster teamwork. Now the benefits, it has a lot of benefits obviously, and we're going to divide them into two parts. The benefit for doctors is that as a doctor, it saves you more time. Like I said earlier, when you have to go back to revisit various cases because you misdiagnosed this, you are okay, you have a patient named Tunde, you said he has malaria today. Actually, he has typhoid. He comes the next day, he said, oh, you have Lassa fever, but he still has typhoid. The next day he comes, he said, oh, he has COVID-19. Okay. You've not gotten to the point. So that's a wastage of time. But with MissDiagnosis AI, it scans the report, says, oh, he doesn't have malaria. What he has is COVID-19. It gives it to you straight, and it enhances productivity this way. And for individuals, it can help you a lot. The major way it helps you is cost savings. When you have to keep on going to the doctor every time because they are misdiagnosing you, you are wasting a lot of money. But when the diagnosis is correct from the get-go, you are saving a lot of money in this case. And as you can see, these are some of the technologies we used. We made use of Python, we made use of HTML, and so on.
So we use Python, HTML, CSS, TensorFlow. We use Keras to be specific. The VGG19 architecture, Notion API for the database, and ChatGPT for the prompting, fine-tuned GPT-4, and JavaScript for also the front end. So this is basically the database. So I will explain the functionality of the code. When you initially run it, it takes health data from WHO to know like where there is an outbreak. Then when it gets that, it populates database. Like this is outbreaks around the world. We have Marburg virus in Rwanda a few months ago, and malaria in Ethiopia.
and avian flu in Mexico. Like this happened recently, according to WHO's API. So when it gets this, the GPT-4o, the AI agent, is going to have access to this. Then depending on the location, and depending on the situation of the case, like if someone came from Rwanda to USA, and the AI agent knows that it came from Rwanda to USA, it's going to probably most likely, if there's a case, if there are symptoms relating to Marburg virus, it's going to tell you that this is most likely Marburg virus if you're misdiagnosing. Then I will show the remaining part of the project.
So whilst he does that, I think our main presenter made mention of the fact that he made mention of the fact that so if a doctor or a health professional is misdiagnosing, our AI is going to correct the person, straightforward. AI hasn't gotten to that 100% mark everywhere in the world, right? It's gradually growing. And so what technically our code does is that it takes the diagnosis and learns from the medical history of the patient. And if there is a clear misdiagnosis in it that the AI detects, it gives feedback to the doctor. And so the doctor, so if it's malaria and the doctor is saying it's COVID-19, the AI tells the doctor, wait, check this side, check this. Are you sure this is really malaria and not COVID-19? That's exactly what the code does.
So currently the medical history and allergies parts are not working well, but this, like we talked about malaria in EMR, electronic medical records, the doctor GP usually has access to the blood sample test and all the lab results. So the lab results are already like embedded in the back end. So if you press this is most likely a misdiagnosis. It's going to alert you. Sorry. Oh my god. Let me try that again. Sorry, I clicked out of the alert. The patient's symptoms are consistent with both malaria and Marburg virus. They are dealing with a Rwanda case. Wait. We need times again.
August. Born in August. 2 days after my birthday.
So, considering the recent travel to Rwanda, these factors are most likely Marburg. It said Marburg virus. So that's just basically, it just directs the doctor in the right path. Then on future iterations, on future iterations, I have to show it here because the account is logged in here. On future iterations, we plan to have something like a newsletter for doctors around the same vicinity to just know about anomalous cases. So this wasn't created by the code, but this is how it's going to look like. Every doctor around the vicinity is just going to have access to it. So these are like 3 anomalous health cases within the vicinity.
The idea behind this was that, even as we are in the 21st century and technology is everywhere, we still actually have some communities that have like a ratio of like 300 people to one doctor. And so with the help of AI, we'll be able to document health cases and issues that doctors have already misdiagnosed onto this platform. And so that doctor in his community, being the only doctor, would have access to all of this information, which will help him in his diagnosis.
Thank you.
So we only have 7 seconds for questions. Did y'all consider ethics and privacy?
Yeah, we consider that. Considering privacy aspect, we are not sharing data. Like if you see, if we are doing the newsletter, it's just the diseases, and there is no like specific data that this is someone or it comes from a particular like the address is there. So the data like is safe in terms of that. In terms of ethics, that I don't know what to say about that right now, but everything we are doing right now is currently ethical because like we are not like the way the AI model is trained, although like you are like it tells you whether it's this or not this, like it's still up to the doctor to say, okay, I'll choose to diagnose this as malaria, I choose to diagnose this as Ebola virus. So in terms of ethics, the onus is still on the doctor, not really on the AI model.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, so to add to that, we have authentication for just doctors. So your email and password is going to give you access to the platform as a doctor. And if it comes to ethical issues between a doctor and a doctor, I think we don't solve that now. But from the general public, it's you don't have that privilege.
Okay, just to clarify, you are using Notion to store the data from WHO?
No.
Yes.
No. Our code, in the future, I trace it. That's what we hope to do. You don't get it.
Okay. Okay, so just to clarify,
We are using
you had a fantastic presentation, and I'm asking you now, your current code that you have just displayed, what did you use Notion to achieve?
We use the stuff for the backend. Like when you scrape the data from the WHO, it stores it as into places. Since we're like out of time, we store it as a dictionary, a nested dictionary, and we also store it in the database. But the API, OpenAI API, is currently getting data from the dictionary right now. But like in future iterations, to pull from the database, the Notion database.
So you're not able to complete I understand due to time constraints, you're not able to fully use the database that you are looking at the time. Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
I have a question.
We are out of time. We are sorry, but we're not going to question. Please stick to your time. Next time, if it's 7 minutes, we will stop you. Please, we will stop you. We don't care what you're saying. Please. That's it. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jabiro.
My name is Kim.
My name is Pablo.
I'm Silas.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Today we created this project. We called it Res Checker. So Res means resume by the way, for those who don't understand. So out of you all here who have applied to an internship, raise hands.
Nobody.
Everyone. So who got rejected? Everyone. Alright, so that shows, right? Listen. So that shows we need help, you understand? Personally, I've applied to more than 50 companies. I got reached out to like
Today?
2. Yeah, today, exactly. But so as you understand, we all need help with our resumes, you understand? So and we all don't really know how to do resumes. And let's say you're like a freshman, you don't even know what a resume is. Some people do 2-page CVs, some people do 3 pages. Like you never know what's going on, you understand? So me and our group, we try to find a solution for this problem. And according to college students, they all try to create a resume and they all fail because they don't know where to start, they don't know what to do. So let's say you have a template, right? And you don't know if your resume is good or bad. So what are you supposed to do? Just come to ResChecker. You see, even the design is good, but we're gonna make it better, trust. So as you can see, all we need to do is choose a file. Let's say right. So as you can see, all our app does, it sends the information from our resume. It sends it as a PDF to our backend. So our front end is usually made using React.js and our backend is made using Python. So we used the Notion API to edit our resume and give suggestions. So if I run it, all the API will do is give me if my resume is passed or not. So, and it will also give me back the suggestions. Do you understand? So I'll give my colleague to explain a little bit more.
Yeah, so as you can see, for the backend, we used Python and Flask, and we used the OpenAI API, and then we used the Notion API to generate suggestions. For the resume. So, as you can see, my colleague presented, there was like a match score, there was a pie chart, and the percentage was 85%. And here, you can see that the score is also 85. Also shows the specific parts of the resume that needs to be acted upon to improve so that you can actually stay or stand out ahead of the market. So that's what we have, and it's also, we were restricted by time constraints because we were planning to add more functionality to our product. And we're planning to use the AI to suggest other job descriptions out of job websites, like for example Indeed.com or maybe LinkedIn, and then based on that everything's accessible to the user through Notion. But we're unable to do that. So, but our product works, and I wanted to show you the thought process that went through it. We as my colleague talked about, we want to make sure that everybody gets a job, or at least the CS market is demanding, but we want to be able to make it. So first we sat down and then we had a thought process. We broke down the functional requirements, so the requirements of the system, and then we broke down the quality requirements, the non-functional requirements, and then also we used the agile process for building the system. And last but not least, I also talked about the time constraints as our final reflections, and overall we think that our projects can be scaled further. So with more time we could have added more functionalities, but that's what we have for today. Anyone have any questions?
Yeah. So I like the idea. I think a resume checker is good, especially for us college students, right? But I wanted to know, like, how different is it from what makes yours stand out to other resume checkers that are out there? Because even at Grambling, we have a resume checker with a score that gives suggestions that we're using hydration. So how does yours stand out compared to those?
Although this is an MVP, we're planning to add more parameters. So with the addition of more parameters, and as technology goes far, we would increase the match score. If it is 85, we try to get it to we have been trying to make it precise. So as the match score goes higher, like the probability of you getting a job will also go higher. So that's how.
Also, I want to add that with most of the resume checkers out there, they are generalized, but you can, you know that for a resume, for someone who does computer science, your resume cannot be the same as someone who does medicine or another profession. So what we intended to do was to have that kind of component for majority of the programs, computer science, medicine, and other professionals, but because of it, so that's how.
Okay, so why should I do this rather than just sending it to like Colab AI and telling it to do, like, give me an overview of my resume and tell me where
If you can give me details on what Cloud AI does.
See, I think his question is similar to him, just instead of using let's just assume strategy, right? What he's saying is why should I use your product instead of just feeding GPT my resume and saying give me suggestions? What would you say? I'm not saying it's compulsory, you must have implemented it now, but what would you say is the vision behind your product that makes it different from the pre-existing AIs that we already have? That's what I'm trying to say. What is the distinction and what sets you apart in the market that makes your product actually marketable?
First of all, it's free.
That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Let's start from the basics. Let's start from the
Some websites do actually charge money, and some websites do scam. So our website actually, if we give it more time and like put in more effort, we can like monetize it. Second 6 seconds. People actually.
Thank you very much. From Aaron? I can see your screen.
Okay, good evening everyone. Let me just start before he brings up everything. First of all, my name is Jeff. We have Monashe here, Raphael, and then David. I want to ask a quick question. They told us that we are coming to do a hackathon, right? Imagine you came in and they told everybody to work independently. We working as a group. See how much time it took us. Imagine we working individually. We know there are problems in different countries, but maybe there is a similar problem in other countries, right? Maybe you have a problem in Ghana, but the same problem can be in Nigeria. We have people in Nigeria who are trying to solve that problem. We have people in Ghana who are also trying to solve the same problem. But working separately can be a tough decision, right? So our project is mainly in the tech field. Let's say you code, you are trying to solve a problem. For example, like LinkedIn, right? Ours is a little bit like LinkedIn. You upload your profile, you input your stuff, and then it links you to investors, people who are willing to help you. Maybe there's a job offer, it links you to jobs and other stuff. But this one links you to collaborators, right? People who are also in the same field. So I have a problem. I'm thinking of how to solve this problem. This is like a general idea. I'm thinking of how to solve this problem. I don't know how to start. Maybe, okay, I know you can code this, but when I get here, I get stuck. So you just log into this, sign up, input your idea. Okay, this is what has happened. I want to solve this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. People who are also on this platform will get access to all the suggestions you've made, maybe okay, I want to do blah 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 blah. People are interested will reach out to you and be like, oh okay, I also have a fair knowledge about it. You can do it this way, you can do it that way, we can collaborate, right? So in short, we are looking for collaborators all over through just one platform. That's why our work is called Easy Collab, easy collaboration through coding, right? So you sign up, you get your work done. So it's the same thing as we did here. We came here as individuals, they paired us as groups, right? And within a short time, we've been able to bring up something. So I'll leave it for my other group members and do send you deeper into it.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Raphael, and this is our project. We came up with this project because we all have faced the problem of finding projects to work on. At times we search YouTube, and we end up doing projects that are already in the system. Like everybody has a calculator, everybody has an e-commerce. So like we don't find problems that are unique and that actually solve real world problems. So we came up with Easy Collab to help us find great people to collaborate on real world problems that are actually bothering us. And our platform enables us to share our ideas with other people throughout the world, and also to be able to find amazing ideas to work on. All right. So I'm gonna leave it to my teammates to go through the tech stack and everything.
Alright, so for this idea we used Notion's database, OpenAI API, as well as Firebase and React. So what OpenAI does is it takes all the data in the Notion database and your user information and matches you with ideas. Basically recommends to you ideas that you can use, that you can join and collaborate with other users on, so that like you can get the project experience and put something on your resume so that you can be more competitive in the job market. So I'll leave it to David.
Hello everyone, my name is David and I'll be presenting the prototype of our project. So give me a moment.
So he's going to show you how the website works.
Okay, so as my group member mentioned, we use Tailwind CSS, Nest.js, OpenAI, and then Notion as our database. So we created this like easy landing page where you can sign in or sign up. So I can just go to sign in to make it quick because we already have like we are running out of time. So David at Notion.com. Yes. So you sign in, and then you get to choose whether you want to submit an idea or view ideas. So we can come to submit an idea, right? And then we can basically enter the project name. So let's say GSU Notion Hack, right? So this is a description, right? And then the tech stack, we can say maybe Notion, and then ChatGPT. And then who am I looking for? I'm looking for developers and contributors. Right, so when you're done with it, you just press on it to submit, and then it tells you that the project is submitted successfully. It actually sends it to the Notion data board, and then so yeah, when you're done, you can actually come in and view your ideas over here. So you can see that like the Notion hack is there 2 times because I pressed on it 2 times, right? But to show you what's amazing about it is that all these data actually ends up in your Notion, in the Notion application. So as you saw over here, we actually got the Notion Hackathon, or like the files that we created to be listed to the Notion, like the Notion board, right? So you can actually also tap on view more to view the specific Notion data page, and what's one other cool thing we integrated is this project recommendation. So just I want a science project, right? So you tap it over there, and then you basically get like an AI output of a project that you can work on. So that is our project, and then where we look at continue from here is the fact that we can actually apply or add integrate it fully with AI, where you can get more advanced suggestions, and then there is a profile listing where people can input their profiles and then get people to check them out, and then the full Notion integration where you can also get like a timeline after you sort of like decide to start working on the project. So thank you for listening to us.
Yeah, so after this you can all use it, and if you have something in mind, maybe someone is also interested, you can start working from here. It starts from here, right? And then you can
George has something.
Okay, sure.
Nice idea. Two questions basically. I would say, with the use of Notion API, with the use of Notion API, does it, like, when you upload the idea or access someone's idea, does it match you or pair you with someone like in the same field with you?
All right. So we are Group Jimmy, and our idea applied. It's basically a stingy idea because we didn't come here to build the next oyster. We just solved a simple problem that we face. So I have whenever I apply for jobs, I have this bad habit of not tracking my applications, right? And so one day I can just wake up and see a rejection email, and I'm like, when did I apply to this? When did I apply to this one? And so, yeah, so,
created a solution to we created a solution to the issue of not tracking your application whenever you apply to internships or job offers. The project is an AI-powered Chrome extension tool. Yeah. The problem, as already stated, is based on job tracking. So, tracking your job. Tracking job applications effectively is a common challenge for job seekers, often adding unnecessary stress. That thing, stress, is actually the main cocoa, because after applying to, let's say, 50 main cocoa, you know now. Because after applying to so many jobs, you not necessarily want to start typing it out and creating a database for it. Next slide. And furthermore, only 20% of applicants follow up on their applications, partly because they lose track of where they applied. This is actually gotten from Career Builder, like Jamie said. Next. Without an organized approach, it's easy to miss deadlines, duplicates, common errors. So, to challenge that, we created a solution.
And that solution is Jamie. Jamie is an AI-powered Chrome extension tool that will help you track your applications. Like now you can apply for different operations like Ignite, Amazon. Jamie helps you track, organize, and sort these things out so that you don't lose track of your applications. And going forward, you have an organized set of your applications stored for you so that you could easily sort them out, follow up, and not get lost, hopefully, in this internship hunting season.
How it works.
How it works.
Okay.
My man.
How it works. Jamie is a Chrome extension,
and so it's very easy to use. It's not as if you have to operate another application. Just go to the website, then download it, install the Chrome extension, and once you install the Chrome extension, anytime you want to apply, all you need to do is to click on the Chrome extension and click on extract details. And so Jamie is going to extract using Gemini also. Is going to extract the job title, the description, the salary, and the name of the company, and everything is going to be added to a database, a Notion database, which Andrew created a template some time ago, which Notion recommends for tracking applications, basically. So it's added to that.
Under the hood is the tech.
Under the hood with Notion API, React.js, JavaScript, Python, and Gemini, which was not added because we added it last minute. So yeah.
And the team.
Any questions? Okay, yeah.
We need to show it. No, it's fine. Just this is so we created a web page for this where you can actually download the Chrome extension.
Fortunately, we had not integrated the app into
the Chrome extension due to time constraints.
I'm sure a lot of you know this page. A lot of you know this particular page.
For real.
Well, that means you guys are smarter than me then. Clap for yourself.
Well, we couldn't connect his laptop because he has the.
Unfortunately, my laptop is outdated, so.
It doesn't have the HDMI extender.
I would like to. We wanted to work this locally, but we couldn't. So. We would like to see what is being.
No, it's horrendous. If React, if the people that make React so that they would sue, the things I did to make that game. I wish you all could see the awesomeness that's going down. Awesome.
No, I don't know.
Never stress it.
It looks nice, right?
It's actually nice. It's actually nice.
Thank you.
Couple questions.
Are you
Okay. Yes.
So, well, okay, so, I've worked on the Chrome extension before, and I had an issue with storing, so it was for the sales team. So when the sales team sees a potential customer, we want to store their LinkedIn profile. So what my Chrome extension does is stores the link. Or I store it in local storage. But from what you say, you can just put it in Notion.
Yeah.
So can you walk me through how you able to do that?
You're asking for advice now.
Yeah,
Yes. Say it.
So how are you able to do that? Because I think that's a really good idea. Instead of storing it in local storage,
Wait,
I think just put it in Notion.
Yeah.
Very smart.
When you want to check the jobs you apply to, how do you do it? Like the jobs that you have on your list, on your Notion list.
You go back to your database.
It's stored on a database.
You have, if you get accepted or rejected, you will have to impute that yourself because we have no way of tracking that.
Is it stored on your own Notion database or users?
This means stored on the users database. So as for your question, sending it directly to this thing, Chrome extend, it works. I basically built the both of them on top of each other, right? So the backend and the extension, and so what it does is to convert the return the data to an API, which is then sent to Notion. To the Notion, there's a separate Notion backend, which once I extract the details, I have the details, and then I convert it to an API, which is then sent.
There's one more question.
Sorry?
One more question.
Ignore bystander, George.
Good question. You mentioned using Gemini last minute.
Yeah.
How does it work actually? Because I don't think you explained that.
Okay, so basically Gemini just improves the way it makes extracting the data smarter. In a sense. So it doesn't just extract random data, it extracts it.
How so? Explain the process a little.
If Gemini was to, I'm sorry, but I just have to be technical here. But if Gemini was to extract, for example, let's imagine this is an application, right? So the Chrome extension works with the script. We call it the script. So it looks for things that a scenario where what I'm looking for is static. For example, I'm looking for the company. Exactly. For example, I'm looking for the company, and on this application, the company says just says company, and then on another application it says organization. How do you match it and know that it's the same thing that it's saying? So that's where Gemini comes.
Essentially, you create custom scripts to script the data from each page. Say that.
Right.
One last thing. So, unlike most of the people in here, right? Most of you guys are CS majors. I'm a business major, right? Marketing to be specific. So one thing that's very important to me, right, is it's not necessarily about the technical stuff. I know you guys have a little time and you're trying to get into the details, but to me it's important that you introduce yourselves. I want to know who you guys are and exactly who you are. I want to know your names. I want to know how you guys present yourselves. So I would like introductions. You guys didn't give an introduction at all.
Yeah, that's true. I am Joseph Rudiebo.